Hi, guys. Well, all right, here we go again with another episode ish kind of thing. Um, really, it's today isn't about podcasting. It's really not about catching up. It's not about anything other than the Joji Locatelli mystery rap knit along. I probably should have said how excited I was before about joining in on this mystery rap knit along. I might have mentioned it in a previous episode, which, by the way, I have yet to edit because I've been a little ill. But today is the day. And sadly, today is the day that I decided that it was important that I share this information with you guys. I guess better late than never. Honestly, the truth is that I would love it if you guys joined me. I would love it if you guys did this. I know it's last minute and I know it's asking a lot, but if you guys would join me on this mystery knit along, it would be pretty fun and it would be pretty awesome. And I don't know, I would just absolutely love that. And if nobody joins me, well, it's okay too. It's not for everybody. Mystery knit-alongs, definitely not for everybody. It's not really usually my cup of tea, guys. I'm a bit of a coward. I don't really like surprises as much as I would think that I do. I kind of do, but I kind of don't. They kind of bother me quite a bit. But here's the difference, and it's not the first mystery knit along that I actually have joined. Okay, it's not. I have actually purchased one mystery knit along prior to this, and it was because it was pop culture related, and I can't resist anything pop culture related. It was to do with supernatural, and I think it was fireflies something. It was some sort of shawl dedicated to the supernatural television show, and it was a beaded shawl. I went out and I bought the beads. It's all, I know I talked about it in some previous podcast way back when. And I was so excited. I went to the store, I bought the yarn, I bought the beads, I did it all, and then the cast on, and I was like, no, I don't like it. I immediately did not like the cast on. Like, I didn't understand it, and I just couldn't wrap my head around it. And I really just didn't want to sit there and decipher yet another pattern and go through all of that again, and then at the end only to be surprised completely by what I was knitting. I just, yeah, no. No, it was definitely one of those things. It's just like, no. And I never picked it back up. And I have the yarn. It's actually, you can probably see it right there. Hey, Artie. Right there. That's the yarn for that mystery knit along. And I ran into the beads here somewhere. But whatever. I should be paying attention to what's going on back there. Excuse me, please. I just cleaned that. I'm going to have to do something. See, I know I told you guys, I think, about the little circles. I'm hoping that the cats, well, they do. They sit on the circles. Like, they enjoy sitting on the circles. So when they sit on my couch, they don't get hair all over the place. They actually sit on the circles most times. Other than that, we usually just have to shoo them all over the place and clean like crazy. It's getting summertime, hot around here, so it's fur all over the place. And yes, I was going to shave my cats. I actually really seriously thought about it. It's not the first time I've thought about it, and it's not the first time that I would have done it. But I don't like to. I don't like to stress my cats out. Shaving is a great idea, except that my cats are, well, they're fussy. And I don't think that they would like it. So, we're not going to do that. And we're going to deal with the hair, and so are you, because you're going to see it all back there on my couch. So, what were we talking about? Mystery knit along. So I'm so not into it, but this is why I'm into the one I'm doing now. I'm going to read a couple of things. If you go to the Joji Mystery Wrap by Joji Locatelli on Ravelry, you can see the pattern is still $4 today. But I'm pretty positive that as of tomorrow, it'll be $5. I'm not going to post this up in time for that to make any kind of a difference. But I'm just mentioning that so that you get an idea of how nice this girl is. Like, she's so sweet. And I can't begin to tell you how all over all of her clients she's been. Like, all over the people that are on this mystery wrap knit along. She's just been pretty, like, really awesome. So the mystery wrap knit along obviously is starting today. It is she gives you a few hints, and I've been to some mystery knit alongs that they're not about to give you any hints. They're not going to give you any clues or any real hints before the clues start coming. The whole point is, as the pattern comes out, those are the clues, and those are the only clues that you're going to get. And I don't, that's too mysterious for me. Okay? So this girl, she goes on to give you a lot more information so that you can feel comfortable with what you're going to be making. You're not going to all of a sudden make an elephant motif or something, in a dozen different colors. So she kind of eases you into it. At least this is the first one that I've seen that has been done this way. And I like it. It got me enticed. So I'll read it to you since it's public. She does let us know, because she doesn't want anybody to be disappointed with the outcome. She does let us know some facts about the wrap. That it is a true rectangle that can be worn as a wrap, a blanket, scarf, or just as a blanket. The measurements she gives out are 26.5 by 72 inches blocked. Excuse me? Oh, you've got yourself a sock there. Well, just kill it. Kill it. Kill the hell out of it, honey. You got it. F it up. There you go. Good girl. I think it's all those birds that she's been seeing outdoors around here. There's so many birds. They're beautiful. Anyway, it has a graphic look, but it still has a classic look to it. And if you've followed any of Joji Locatelli's work, she's got a very beautiful aesthetic, very classic kind of country-ish, bohemian kind of feel. You know what I mean? So for it to have a graphic look, I'm curious, very curious. You're going to need 5 different colors, and you're going to need a lot of your yarn. So you're going to need full skeins. The total approximate yardage is 1,700 yards. So it's going to be a really big wrap. There's going to be 5 different clues spread out over 5 weeks. And it's good for all levels, so anyone can knit it. There's going to be a lot of TV knitting and more engaged knitting. I don't know what that means, but I'm interested, because if we're all going to be watching like the same shows or something, that's going to be funny. There's no brioche involved, which was really nice that she said that, because I don't want to do brioche. I'm not ready. I don't want to do it in a mystery cal, okay? No short rows, which I don't mind. A little bit of simple lace, which I love, which is only about 10% of the total project. And then there's obviously a lot of garter stitch. Now, the thing about I shouldn't mention this because I don't think that she mentions this particular part there. So I'm not going to mention it. Sharing. What they're going to be doing is using 2 separate hashtags. And if you're on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, obviously you should use them so that everybody can see what you're working on. It's hashtag Hohi Mystery Wrap and hashtag Starting Point MCal. If you're going to be joining me on the knit along, please also hashtag Maximum Yarnage. That'll be fun. I would actually die if even one person did that. I would die. I don't actually anticipate anybody doing hashtag Maximum Yarnage along with Hohi Mystery Knit Along. That'd be kind of fun though. Well, I'm gonna do it. So that'll be one. I'm so dumb. Okay, so here are the clues. The dates for the clues. Clue 1 is May 12th. Clue 2 is May 19th. Clue 3 is May 26th. 4 is June 2nd. And the 5th clue is June 9th. That's the final clue. The wrap will be revealed and published as a whole pattern on June 23rd. Cool. The final price of the pattern will be 20% higher. So maybe she's not going to raise the price until after it's fully published. I don't know how these things work, guys. I'm kind of just making stuff as I go along. She does recommend that we use a gauge and that we do a gauge swatch and all of that. But I'm not going to do that. Because I don't want to. I don't want to. You can't make me, Hohi. It's alright. If I run out of yarn, I'll just figure something else out. So that brings me on to my next thing. I'm going to put that little bit of information away. But my next thing is my yarn. I am so excited. I actually did pull this all from my own stash, which I was actually surprised because like I said, have a meager stash. That's pretty much it. Not because I don't like to have a big stash, okay? But because I'm poor, all right? I have no money. Are we clear? So, anyway, I'm poor because I keep buying yarn that I can't afford to buy. All right, so you guys, the colors that I picked out, right off the bat, were amazing. And I already started skeins, caking them up. But as I was caking, because see, I just moved, right? Everybody knows I just moved. So I have my desk here, which I didn't intend to put here. I intended to put it in the bedroom, but it's just, this is the best place to put it. There's no place for me to put my ball winder. There's no place for my, the yarn swift. I was going out of my mind, like, how am I going to get all of this done? Well, I figured it out. I wrangled it. I would show you guys, but I mean, that would be so totally pointless, and you'd see the mess that's on my desk right now. And that would not be fun. Actually, I could show you. No, I can't, because I don't think that it switches. Yeah, it doesn't let you switch while you're on. Okay, so we won't do that. So I figured everything out, and I got everything situated, and we're good. We're good, so I'm able to cake up my yarn. Everything's a lot more comfortable now, and this is what I'm going to do. Oh, unfortunately, the second skein is on, well, I'll fix that in a minute. So this is my lightest. And it is very pretty. The color is a lot more baby blue on the screen, but it's more of a light minty green blue. Yes. The light bits there are minty green in real life. I wish that it would show up properly. And then the next skein is, oh, I'll just show you guys, like, really, what's the big freaking deal? That. It's gorgeous. So the minty green, you can tell I really wanted to do a find your fade shawl. I don't have the time to go looking for the perfect yarn, and I do have a lot of stuff in my stash, but 7 skeins, guys. That's a monumental feat. I would have a heart attack just trying to choose the yarn. So that's the second skein that I pulled out. And then this is the third. This is all Bohemia fibers, by the way. This is the third one. This one is Material Culture Fiber Arts. I think that they're from California. I've talked about them before. This was the yarn that I bought during the Women's March a few months ago. Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God. This yarn is so freaking pretty. And it does have some stellina in it, a little sparkle in it. It's just to die for. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait to use it. It's so pretty. It does have some more mint green in here and some baby blues and darker blues. Little tiny hints of purple and kind of pinky burgundy magenta kind of color in it. Absolutely love this one so much. And I think it's going to kind of like, it'll look pretty with everything but contrast a little bit. And then these last two, they're supposed to go in that order. They're just so freaking pretty. I couldn't believe how lucky I got. Honest. I couldn't believe it. That I had these colors in my stash. I mean, guys. And the thing is that like the screen is showing up so much brighter. This is a deep purple with black. A deep purple with black mixed into it. And this one is a lot more much darker hues of pinks and not burgundies but purples and some black in there as well. This girl, she's Bohemia Fibers, Amy from Bohemia Fibers. God, she is amazing. I love her. She's the sweetest and I absolutely love it. So I'm going to cake up all this yarn and I'm not going to tell you why I'm going to cake it up the way I'm going to cake it up, but I am going to show you when I'm done caking it up, and it is going to take me twice as long as what it would normally, not just because I've got 5 different skeins of yarn to wind up, but you'll see when I'm done with the whole thing. So we'll touch back on the whole yarn cakey thing later. But first, just a couple of things that I kind of snatched up at the Hobby Lobby. And I think Michael's. Nothing much, just a couple of bits. This I got at the Michael's today. Everything was today because we're just kind of running around. I went to the doctor, got some blood work done. And so to make me like feel good about myself, it shows up pretty good here. I got this. And the reason that I got this color funky purple yarn is so that I can do these toes that I want to do for that yarn that I bought the other day, which I'm going to have to cake up because it is a mess. I guess because it's nylon. You guys, sometimes I forgot why I never wanted to buy this yarn again. And it's not the same company that I bought from. It's just literally this type of yarn. And I should have remembered, but I didn't. It's anything like acrylic plus nylon plus whatever PBT is. I can't remember what PBT stands for at the moment. But whatever combination that is, it just makes the yarn fall apart. It makes it really slippy, really twisty, and really knotty. So it knots up quite a bit. It can get really aggravating. But I'm still going to work with it because I really like the way the socks work up. And even this tiny little size, I can get 2 pairs out of it. I always make my husband's pair taller, you know, the regular, whatever. Probably not long enough for a man, but he doesn't mind. He'll still wear them. And I make mine short. So I always end up with a good amount of yarn left over that I can get away with making myself a tiny sock. And if I do the obviously the heels and the toes and the cuffs in a different color, that allows me to do that with ease. So I'm going to do, sorry guys, I'm getting used to like the camera, like everything is flipped. So like I want to do this because I feel like that's where it should be. It's so weird. Oh, how am I gonna get used to that? Maybe if I sat over here, I'd be like that. No, it's still awkward. It's still weird. I like sitting here. Yeah, because you can see the kitties and that's their favorite chair. Whatever. All right, so I think that'll turn out. That'll turn out okay. I did, believe it or not, it's hard to find. It's hard to find. What do you call this? When it's one color, solid color. It's hard to find a solid color at the stores in like fingering weight for some reason. I don't know why, but it is. It's difficult. So when I went to the Hobby Lobby, this is what I found. This was the only solid color. And it's red heart. And I don't think I'm going to like that. And I mean, the price is all right. But I don't think I'm going to like the way it feels. I don't even think I'm going to like the way it knits. Like it's rough. I don't know, guys. And it's fine. It's ivory and that would have looked okay. But I don't know. That's kind of weird. Kind of weird. All right, so there's that. I don't think I'm going to use it. I might use it in an emergency if I need some toes later. But honestly, I think I'm just going to concentrate on buying myself some lovely minis in solid colors. And I'm thinking, I think it's knitted. Is it knitted widths? Oh. They've got some freaking awesome minis in solid colors. I really like. I think it's knitted widths. I hope I'm remembering that right. A couple other things that I got. Oh, wow, both those little needles fell out. I never even got a chance to open them. All right. Work with me here. All right. So I got a couple of things at the Hobby Lobby. These little knitting needles, DPNs, I thought were super cute. They're absolutely useless to me, you guys. I won't lie to you. I will never use them because I don't need to anymore. If I used them, it would just be for the heck of it. But yeah, I have no need for double pointed needles. I can't even remember the last time I actually used them. But I thought they were so cute. Look at it. I mean, you know, literally I went to Hobby Lobby and Michael's at the same time, okay? I went to Hobby Lobby's and Michael's at the same time. I looked at all the notions and knitting needles and things that Hobby Lobby has. And I mean, there's so many that I want just because I want to have them. And I'm not big on being a collector of stuff and things, but these things are actually like, I like the way they look and I want all of them. And this, look at this. I mean, I know I've seen these before, but I was more inclined to buy them at the Hobby Lobby because of all the little things that they have. I don't know if they have these at Michael's. Maybe they do. But that's that. And literally, I went across the street to go to the Michael's to get that purple yarn. and stared at their knitting needles and notions. And I thought, I know that Loops and Thread must be the Michaels brand. And I'm not, I'm just, there's no reason for me to buy any of that stuff. Is that rude of me to say? I'm really sorry, but I just wish that they would make a little more effort to make things more fun. Not just plain block kind of plastic stuff. Uh, I know like they have clover and a lot of people have clover and they're fine knitting needles. All of them are fine knitting needles and crochet hooks. They work just fine. It doesn't matter if you have super expensive ones or super cheap ones. It really doesn't. But it doesn't cost a lot to make something super cheap and super cute. You guys, I think this is super cute. And it's super blunt. So if you are a new knitter, you don't really have to worry about splitting your stitches all the time. I think that's super helpful. So I don't know. That's one of the biggest things that I've had so far between Michaels versus Hobby Lobby. And Hobby Lobby has a lot of cute little things, and so does Michael. I mean, Michaels does too, but as far as like the knitting notions are concerned, I'm so far more impressed with Hobby Lobby. What else do I have? Their embroidery section is to die for, okay? I think it is. I'm not very familiar with embroidery, but their embroidery section is to die for. And I saw something that was really fascinating. This little floss winder. You guys, focus please. A little floss winder. I know I'm going to use it for my minis, and I'm hoping that that'll be okay. But even if it doesn't work for that, which I don't see why it wouldn't, this is really cool. And you can purchase some plastic floss bobbins to go with it. So if you have a lot of little like bits of floss that you want to wind up and you don't want to sit there, I mean, you can just crank them on yourself onto this cute little bobbin, or you can do it by hand. I don't think it matters because it's floss. I mean, it's not a lot of yarn, but I just think this is really cute. And it's 99 cents. I mean, I don't know. Can you trust anything that's 99 cents? I don't know, but I'm still going to use it. What else? I think that's it. Well, I got these. Sorry. I got more of these. And I almost got another purple one, but I didn't. I didn't get it because I was like, I'm sure I have it. So size 8, size 10, and size 6 Knitter's Pride Trends. And like I said before, I don't think that Knitter's Pride makes these anymore. But if you're starting out in the knitting world and you come across Knitter's Pride, go for it. Get it. Get them all. Get whatever you can. Because they're really great prices. And I don't understand why they're so cheap. Because Knitter's Pride is, they're not that inexpensive. They're like $6, $7, I think. Right? I can't remember. Now, I have the last thing that I'm going to show you guys. And this is not because I'm starting a new craft, okay? It's not, but I'll tell you what it is first. I don't know if any of you are familiar with embroidery at all, but this is like a scroll. So like it can sit on your lap. So like if you're on the couch, you can put it on the couch and have the like a paper, not a paper, whatever that is to embroider on. I don't know, is it linen or something? And then you just boop, boop, boop right here. That's not what I'm using it for, though. But that's cool if I ever decided that I wanted to do embroidery or anything like that. I have a big giant scroll, and that is really cool. All you do is like weave in, like you slide your scroll through these slots, like it's there. It looks like it's cracked. I freaked out when I opened it and took it out of the package because I thought it cracked. It didn't crack. That's where the linen or whatever paper goes through, and then it goes through here, and then you just kind of hold it taut and wind everything up so that it's nice and secure, and then you get to work. Me, what I am using it for, believe it or not, is to do my videos. So when I want to do overhead shots with my camera, let me see if I can find it. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this. This is like secrets behind the scenes secrets. But literally, here's another camera that I have, and that's gonna be going overhead like this, and then I could just work and do whatever I need to do. So this is how I'm Mickey Mousing my podcast going forward. I'm hoping that it turns out okay. Probably it's gonna be all rinky dinky like everything that I do. I just never seem to have it all together. But that's all right. So that was it, I think. That was it. I think I got my pep because my medication's working. Okay. What else am I going to do? All right. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to finish winding up the rest of my yarn. It is going to take the rest of the evening. And then I will do a quick little blah blah whatever showing off my finished yarn cakes. All right. See you in a minute. You know, I wish that I had just showed you guys how I finally figured out how to set up my yarn so I can wind it. Because when I'll show you now, since I mean, there's a lot of yarn that I'm gonna have to wind up. This, by the way, is that ball that I was skein that I was winding right now. Oh, it's gorgeous. So here's the skein. This is what I learned. And I'm sorry if this is like, if you're just rolling your eyes going, duh, but not, I don't know. Nobody taught me how to do any of this stuff. So it looks like this. And all you want to do, because you don't want to mess anything up, you just want to go and you place this skein like that right on your yarn swift. But that's not the correct thing to do. You have to make sure that everything is facing the right way. You have to. Like, seriously, guys. See all this stuff, and you kind of just like wiggle it. I do. I wiggle it to get it to form up, shape up, and face the same direction. And you see how it's all even now? Whereas before it was disheveled, messed up, kind of like all over the place. You kind of just have to air it out, stretch it up, and make sure that nothing is twisted where it's not supposed to be, and it's all facing the same direction. That way when it's unwinding, it doesn't keep getting stuck, which is something that would happen to me in the past. And when that happens, your yarn gets so horribly stuck, and sometimes things tear. I don't know. I've had a really bad experience in the past, and since then I learned to just sort of wiggle out your stitches, just kind of stretch everything out a little bit, fan everything out a little bit, and the whole process will be a lot smoother. Yes! I finished my stage 1 of the cake winding process. Oh my god! Oh my God. They're so pretty. Yeah, I like them. And I like them a lot in that order. So I don't know. I hope that I'm able to keep them in that order, but they're so pretty. I can't get over it. I can't get over how lucky I got. I really like it. I don't think that it's weird that this one in particular is so much darker than the rest of them. I feel like it does work because there's dark bits in some of the other ones, and this one here has quite a lot of purple in it. So I think it works really nicely. I really like it. I'm not enjoying the winding process. You can tell this was my first ones because they're nice and fluffy, and in comparison to all the last ones that I did, yeah, I started getting tired and my cake started getting super tiny, which is not good. So I'm gonna go through some more. I've got my scale and I gotta split my yarn, guys. This is just a Martha Stewart kitchen scale. It's really cheap. I bought it at Macy's many years ago. I've had it for a really, really long time, and it's come in really handy. I've mostly used it for splitting my cakes, and I did use it when I was dieting a bit, but that was short-lived. But it comes in super handy. It does grams and well, it shows right here kilograms and pounds. You can see right there. And there's that little button. And it's just really simple kitchen scale, easy to use, and I've never gone wrong with it. No matter what, I've always been able to split my yarn pretty much in half, and it's super easy. So we're gonna get that done in just a second. We'll finish this up next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you soon. Bye.